Are y'all getting this? You said you want to step into your great destiny, right? You said you got great expectation for your life. What is your preparation? Are you sitting at home watching soap operas all day? Are you on Facebook all day? Are you on PlayStation all day? Amen. Are you on the internet Googling recipes all day? What is your daily routine? Because you will find your future in your daily routine. Some people fail because they fail to plan. And anybody that fails to plan plans to fail. Okay. It's not deep, saints. It's not deep. It's real practical. We try to get too spiritual. Sometimes I have to snatch people back down to the real world. It's not spiritual. Okay, let me read this. Genesis chapter 1, verse 11. Are you there? Are you breathing? Are you okay? You're going to make it with me through the service? All right. It says, then God said, who said? God. Let the earth sprout vegetation, plants, yielding seeds and fruit on the earth, bearing fruit after their kind, with seed in them, and it was so. Verse 12. The earth brought forth vegetations, plants yielding seed after their kind, and trees bearing fruit, with seed in what? Them after their kind, and God saw that it was what? Good. Go down to verse 24. This whole chapter, you need to read it. Stop being scared of the Old Testament, talking about that don't apply to us. Yes, it does. You at 24? It says, and God said, let the earth bring forth living creatures after what? Their kind, cattle and creeping things, and beasts of the earth after their kind, and it was what? So, 25. God made the beasts of the earth after their kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creeps on the ground after its kind, and God saw that it was good. Go down to 29. He's a good God, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
29 says, then God said, behold, I have given you, say you, every plant yielding seed that is on the surface of the earth, and every tree which has fruit yielding seed in it, it shall be food for you. So God created everything with a seed. Say, God created everything with a seed. Do you realize that you are a walking seed factory? Do you realize that when a baby girl is born, she have eggs in her womb already? She don't get eggs when she become a woman or when she hit her puberty period. She has them as a baby. They just have to mature enough to produce. Interesting. Do you realize everything that you need to produce is in you? God is waiting on you to come to a place of maturity so you'll start being a producer. That's right. That's right. And not a consumer. Because the greatest people in life are producers. Yes, sir. Okay, y'all not talking to me. I know that's deep. A little baby girl has eggs in her. She has what it takes to produce a family in her as a baby. But she hasn't matured into that to produce the child. But the equipment is there. But the maturity has to come in order for the equipment to do what it's supposed to do. Yes. Everything you need to succeed is in you. Yes, sir. You have the equipment. You just need to mature so you can start producing what you need to produce. Amen. Everything God created in the earth has seed in it. It's amazing how a pecan tree has seeds on it. And if you don't watch it, if it drops some pecans and they end up in the ground, you can have two trees right beside each other. You realize if you eat an orange, it's full of what? Seeds. Apple is full of what? Seeds. And you know how many seeds in the apple, but you don't know how many apple trees is in the apple seed. See, we look at the substance as being the most important thing. No, the most important thing is the seed. Because if I swallow the seed, then that means I can't grow another tree. That's right. So the apple is not more important than the seed, because as long as I keep the seed alive, I can have more apples. But if I eat the seed, that's the last apple I ever eat. That's right. Y'all with me?
Yes.
Humanity was put inside of man in seed form. God says it's not good for man to be alone. I make him a helpmeet. But not only did God give him a helpmeet, the helpmeet was for him to release the seed so he can get humanity in the earth. Because everything God created, he put a seed in it. And so the failure or the success of a thing will be determined by what they do with the seed.
Yes. That's it.
You want to kill humanity? Let everybody turn homosexual. And now instead of producing, we just exist because it takes the seed to produce life. Let farmers stop harvesting the seed and replant them. Let them just take the seeds and burn them. We'll run out of food because the seed is more valuable than the thing that it produces.
That's right.
Yes.
Jesus was a seed sown into humanity to produce sons of God. The seed was more important than what it produced.
Yes.
The seed is always the greatest factor in any equation. And he said everything will have seed in it to produce after its kind. So you're sitting up in life full of seed that you will never release into the earth. And so you blame other people for where you are in life. Okay, I can't say that. It's the white man, it's the black man. The Jamaicans came over here. Now the Russian man. When you going to start taking responsibility that it's you? You either swindled your life or you made your life productive. And then people get envious of people that have done the right thing with their life. And then they get jealous and start hating. Well, who they think they are doing? Well, they paid the price when you wanted to be out playing. When you wanted to be out having fun and looking cute broke. Somebody was putting the time in that they needed to put in to make the life that they desired. Somebody was still in school doing homework. You was running the streets, worshiping toward the north, the south, the east, the west, wherever you could worship at. And now you mad at the world for the harvest that you sowed for.
That's right.
I don't get much help when I talk the truth. We just want people to tell us what we want to hear. You ought to get tired of people telling you lies. Well, honey, God gonna bring you out. Can I just shock the world? Breaking news. You wait for it. Wait for it. God don't bring you out. You bring yourself out. Just like a baby, when he comes out, he come out head first. And if you can ever get your head out, you can get yourself out. But many people trying to get their body out, but they never bring their head out. That's why people sitting up in church struggling. If they want to be saved, you brought your body out of the world, but your head's still in there. And until your head come into church and into the things of God, you breaching. You got a spiritual breach going on because feet in the church but head in the world. And you should have brought your head in the church first, then your body will follow your head.
That's good.
They don't like when the black man preaches. Preach black man. So we got to stop leaving our success up to other people. You got to take control of your own destiny.
That's it.
My destiny in the Lord is saying, how that's working for you? Why is it in his hand when he put it in you?
That's right.
Okay, Jeremiah. Before I formed you in the womb, I ordained you a prophet, called you a prophet to the nation. Your destiny already in you. Why are you putting it back in my hands? I need you to cultivate it and walk it out. And that's the cop-out that we use, Brother West. My destiny is in God's hand. And God said, no, it's not. I put the destiny in you. You saying it's in my hand because you refuse to comply. Okay, I got to keep it moving. I'm just waiting on the Lord. Some people lying on the Lord. You're not waiting on God. Let me help you out. You ain't waiting on God. For the proper people, you're not waiting on the Lord. The Lord is waiting on you. If Jesus said it's finished on the cross, if God said he was finished in Genesis and rested on the seventh day, who are we really waiting on? If Jesus is finished and the Father is finished, who are we waiting on? I'm waiting on the Lord. Stop lying. The Lord is done. we got to get this twisted theology broken off our lives. We're not waiting on the Lord. The Lord is waiting on us. Okay, let me keep this moving. I can see it's getting tight up in here. Because we always want to prop to throw the excuse on. We always want somebody to blame. See, if Apostle was teaching on that 8 years ago, I'd be father in life. Why you didn't study it out for yourself? You want to put it, I take responsibility. You want to put it on me? Okay, now that I taught on it, what you going to do about it? You going to still ignore the facts, or you going to apply it?
Exactly.
See, if I wouldn't have grew up in that church where they was hooping and they would have taught me, stop blaming people. You got to take responsibility for your own life.
Amen.
Every man responsible for his own destiny.
Amen.
Jesus could say, my brothers didn't like me, they rejected me. They talking about I'm Joseph's son. They ain't even recognize me as God and stuff. He could have been tripping. I don't even know if I'm going to the cross. They ain't get my props. He could have made all the excuses of the world. I had to be born in a manger. Why you ain't put me in the Ritz? I'm God.
Yeah.
Humble himself.
Yes.